What's up? What's going on? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Let's get down to the situation, but please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share the video, y'all. So let's get into this whole situation. Let's talk about the Real Housewives of Potomac. And on this particular episode, we didn't have any Candace. So what is going on? It seems like Mia and Wendy, they went full force. They went full throttle in this whole situation. And now we have Mia basically saying that she wants to quit, the show because she threw a drink in somebody's face. Okay, she's feeling guilty that people are not agreeing with her. But in any event, let's get down to the situation. So the episode starts off with like, ooh, they sitting at the table and everybody knows that Mia was just out there talking to Peter Thomas, and Giselle, Robin, everybody else know, and Sharice knows that when it comes to Peter and Miss Wendy, there's a little friction going on in the situation because Giselle talked about it earlier before dinner, and then also Sharice, she was there while Mia was having the conversation with Peter, and Peter was explaining, to Mia that, he sent Wendy some paperwork and she didn't respond, and she was supposed to let him know whether she was in or whether she's out, and whether she was supposed to send a check, and she didn't send a check, and basically he heard nothing but crickets from Wendy. Okay, Wendy husband already said that they ain't got the money, they can't afford this whole situation at all, because he said that their budget will be really crazy if Wendy decides to actually go into business with Peter. Be a lot of distress on that whole situation. So they get back to the table and Giselle basically asks, Mia, what happened? What was going on? What did Peter say? In any event, Peter did, go over there and have a conversation with Wendy, and he just said, hello, how you doing? They talked about the menu, this and that. That was it. He didn't address her. So it really wasn't in Mia's place to address Wendy about the situation, but Mia's basically addressing Wendy about the situation because she said Peter is her family and this and that, but that has nothing to do with business with her. You don't work for Peter. You're not his manager. You're not his collection agency. So she's already doing too much. And all the ladies know that she is going to be doing too much because they couldn't wait for this whole situation to come down to the situation where they're at Peter's restaurant and Peter saying that he got beef with Wendy, but he didn't tell her that. Okay, so Mia tells everybody at the table that, Peter has beef with Wendy because, Wendy didn't come through on her promises that she was going to fulfill with Peter. And so in any event, Wendy was like, I do not have no beef with no man. I don't know what you talking about. Like, So Wendy's basically saying, girl, I know what you're trying to do. What are you trying to do? Like, what are you trying to do right now? And Wendy said that she don't got no beef with no man. If Peter got beef, he better call my husband, have beef with my husband. And, then Mia says, well, Peter sent you a contract and he ain't heard from since. He ain't heard from you since. Like, what's going on? And basically Wendy's saying, what are you talking about? Mind your business. It's not, Wendy's just like, I can't believe I'm getting questioned about business by, Mia. But in any event, Wendy basically states that she was sent a red line, and the red line basically was for her to actually view the property, see the property, and do a tour of the property. And she needed some information back from Peter, and she didn't hear back from Peter. So as Peter and Wendy were against one another, okay? So in any event, Wendy and Mia, they keep going back and forth about this whole situation. And Wendy was like, I don't know what you really talking about when it comes to Mia, because Mia is basically like, you supposed to let, Peter know that you're in town. You're supposed to let him know, you supposed to do this, you supposed to do that. Like, girl. And it's like, Wendy's looking at her like, why are you telling me to do this? And Mia's like, when you come to town or when you leaving or whatever. And Wendy was like, girl, I am on vacation. I'm not here on business. So what are you talking about? And Mia's basically saying Peter is a stand-up guy and he was going to be your mentor. You was going to be the mentee. So basically you was going to learn a lot of this and a lot of that from him, so you could hit him up. Why you being all in your feelings? It's business. Mia was like, this is business, this has nothing to do with your husband. And then Wendy said, you don't tell me what the F to do. And maybe that's how you and your husband get down, but we don't play like that, period. And so Mia took that as Wendy talking about her husband, because now at the midst of this episode, we got Wendy saying that Mia husband G is into men and women. And then also Wendy says that when it comes to Mia, that her and Peter had a relationship, and she said she heard it from the streets, child. So there's a whole lot of rumors of this one doing that and this one doing that. So in any event, the ladies are going back and forth in this whole situation, and Mia felt a certain type of way. Maybe Wendy struck a nerve or whatever the case is, and things of that nature. And Mia said, don't talk about my husband, and boom, bada beam, we get the wine glass, that goes right over there. And Wendy gets wet, child. She gets totally wet. She is shocked. She is probably horrified and embarrassed. And also at the same time, she could be like, look at this girl, she's embarrassing herself. And now Mia is embarrassed because people are coming at her for her behavior. Okay, yes, Wendy got drenched. She got soaked up, and that was very disrespectful. I would be mad. I would be like, I need to throw my own water too as well. I mean, it hit her face, and Wendy was a champ. She stayed there and she argued with the girl back and forth. They went tit for tat. Wendy didn't back down. Wendy's voice was annoying, and she really did not have anybody on her side. So in any event, you already know that Wendy held it down because she could have left, but she wouldn't leave. Mia was basically trying to leave, and then she came back, and then she left again. So in any event, Wendy basically showed that she is going to stand her ground no matter what. And then they almost got into a second altercation, because then you have Mia. She throws a napkin, she throws her bag or pocketbook at Wendy. And then we got Robin basically saying, if you ain't gonna fight Wendy, then be quiet. It's a shame. Robin want the girls to fight. Lord have mercy. And then on top of that, you got Wendy basically saying that Mia's husband is bisexual. He is part of the LGBTQIA community. He likes men and he likes women. And also Wendy made the allegation that, the rumors out here in these streets is that Mia done slept with Peter Thomas. Lord have mercy. So that's probably why Wendy was like, me and my husband don't get down like you get down. And then we got Giselle basically saying that is a lie. Like, Giselle, be quiet because you lied on Ashley, because Ashley never said that, Candace's husband grabbed her friend's booty and propositioned her for money, okay, to get some XEX. Like, Lord have mercy. So in any event, it is going down between these ladies. And Mia is up. Mia was yelling. Mia threw her pocketbook. You got Wendy Shane backing down. She's calling her crater face. You have Mia throwing her pocketbook and a napkin at Wendy. Wendy's blocking the situation. It totally got crazy at this dinner. For real, for real. You got Wendy falling over on Karen. Karen said she got whiplash. Her neck hurts and things of that nature. It was totally a gutter mess. Okay. We got, Wendy calling Mia crater face, calling her B, what you gonna do? I'ma beat your butt, but all types of stuff. Like, Lord have mercy. Like, the behavior, they done escorted Wendy out the building, but Wendy came back and she sat at the table like a lady, okay? But that was not gonna happen with Mia. Mia was like too done with the situation. She was trying to get loose. She was trying to, get into a confrontation, and people was trying to hold her back. She done broke her nails and everything. She was really upset. She was trying to get one off on Wendy, baby. But in any event, she done threw that drink in that woman's face, and that is so messed up, child. Wendy had a brave face on. So now we got some secrets about G. We don't know if it's true. And Mia, you was out here sleeping with Peter Thomas. Was you sleeping with him when he was single or when he was married? Like, what is going on?